So this past Wednesday, but whenever you watch this, whether it's Thursday, July 11th, or Friday, July 12th, this past Thursday, basically we saw the finals of the Owen Hart tournament, and in those finals, we saw Bryan Danielson win the men's and Mariah May win the women's. But what was interesting is they ended Dynamite with Mariah May, winning the tournament. And, I know some people, they haven't really brought this up, but I know some people are probably thinking that they did that because of the angle they shot at the end to kind of counteract what WWE did at the end of Raw. And if that's how, people want to feel, that's the thoughts and everything, then, then so be it. If that's how they want to, if that's what they want to believe and everything, then, then so be it. Um, but what was interesting though is the ending of Dynamite and how basically, a lot of people were kind of mixed about, how it came about, basically stating that they should have built this up a little bit more, should have waited, because we got about a month and a half before All In. But a lot of people actually felt like this was the perfect time because, now you have, a month and a half to build to the match, and you have a month and a half to really just put a lot of exposition. If if you ride the story out correctly, you have a lot of time to build up a lot of exposition on Mariah's part to explain why she did this. I mean, a lot of people pretty much knew that this was one of those rare occasions that AEW has, proven that they can do actual stories. This is one of those rare occasions, as I just do something here for a second, one of those rare occasions where AEW has proven that, yes, if planned right and with the right, pieces to the puzzle in place, they can give you a story arc that will get you invested. And here at Mariah May is one of those primary examples of, something that will get people invested. It will get them to want to watch and, see what happens, next and everything. And obviously the next thing they want to find out is, the explanation, like why did Mariah do this? Why did Mariah use or betray Toni Storm? Why did she turn against her and everything? And when I kind of think about it myself, I come to kind of feel that, we have similar beats here to Adam Cole and MJF from the end of last year at World's End. Where Adam Cole basically revealed that he was, using, MJF and preying on his vulnerabilities of wanting to be accepted and all that. And you get those similar, vibrations, those similar beats here with Mariah and Toni. But instead of going the route of, who's behind the devil mask and everything, and, pretty much AEW, revealing to us, even though they may, in their own, point of view, may have not intended it that way, already revealed to us, who's behind it, pretty much gave it away, in their own, in their own, I guess you could say, way, if you will. Here, they did it to a point to where this, to me, was how they should have done it originally. To where you build it up, you make it seem like, hey, these two are inseparable and everything, and then when the opportunity presents itself, make that moment impactful. And that's what they did. The moment Mariah won the tournament and she ran up the ramp to grab the belt and, to the trophy and everything, and Toni was behind her, that was, in my opinion, the perfect moment, because basically she, not only did she level Toni and Luther with the belt to the point that one of the shots had Luther fall off the stage and through tables, but, the way it was done, to me, and I think anybody else would agree, is how they should have done, the MJF Adam Cole thing, because now you want to know exactly why did Mariah do this? Because a lot of people did buy into, hey, maybe these two are friends, maybe they're more than friends. I mean, the ending, between between Toni, Mariah, and Mina at Forbidden Door, and then the exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of them leaving, indicated you were getting a lesbian threesome, if you will, between them. But that's not the case. And the way that Mariah's facial reactions, kind of played it off, it seems like, you're going to get a similar, like I said, a similar story to where she was playing, she was praying, if you will, she was praying, off of Toni Storm's insecurities, basically her mental insecurities, because, she's thinking she's someone else when she's not. And that is what gave her the opportunity to take advantage and win her trust. Win her trust to the point that when the opportunity presented itself, like it did here with the Owen Hart tournament, that's when she can basically reveal her true colors. Like, I never was your friend, and I only used you because you were mentally vulnerable, because you're believing you're somebody else when you're not. You see, and all that. And I expect her to. Bring that into the conversation of when she explains her actions. Like, she was just using her. She was preying on her mental insecurities and everything, and that Toni only became what she is now because she knows. And this is just my assumption of what Mariah may say, that because, that the only reason Toni became timeless is because she knows that no one really cares or could take the real Toni Storm seriously. And there's a lot more they can work with this. And, that this is an example of when you have the right pieces in place, and you execute it, the way they did, you're going to get people to want to tune into either Rampage tomorrow night, either to Collision on Saturday, or even next week on Dynamite, to kind of find out exactly why. Why did you do this? Why did you betray her? Or were you never really her friend and you were just using her because of her mental insecurities? It's going to be interesting to find out, the reasoning behind this. But again, a lot of people have heaped a lot of praise, not just on, AEW having 2 decent weeks of Dynamite, but basically they've been heaping a lot of praise on this ending, showing that yes, you can do long-term stories, that yes, you can execute this right, that yes, you can be the AEW you were in the past. So hopefully they keep this all up. Because one thing a lot of people like, Alex and many others have said is, if they falter just once, it's going to basically make what they're working on right now be for naught. And, hopefully, we'll get a decent explanation either in an in-ring promo or sit-down interview or something. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see, and fun to, hopefully, if they keep this momentum, fun to see and keep tabs on, and speculate on what's going to happen next. I mean, this might be the way of getting Toni Storm back to being just Toni Storm, but we'll see. But let me know what your thoughts are. What did you think of the ending? And until then, talk to you later.